GMAT verbal reasoning practice questions you should try first. Welcome to the quiz. Question 1. Many developing nations are currently experiencing rapid urbanization as people move from rural areas to cities in search of employment opportunities. While this trend can lead to economic growth, it also often results in the proliferation of informal settlements with inadequate access to clean water, sanitation, and healthcare services. Which of the following can be most reasonably inferred from the statements above? Is it rural areas and developing nations are experiencing population declines due to lack of employment? Or B, the economic benefits of urbanization are not evenly distributed among all city residents? C, governments in developing nations are generally unprepared for the challenges of rapid urbanization? Or D, access to clean water and healthcare is typically better in rural areas than in informal settlements? The answer is B. The passage states that rapid urbanization often leads to informal settlements lacking clean water, sanitation, and healthcare, implying that these basic services are inadequate for many new urban residents despite overall economic growth from urbanization. This most reasonably supports that the economic benefits are not reaching or are not evenly shared with everyone in cities, especially those in informal settlements. Rural population decline is possible but not directly stated or required. Government preparedness is not addressed. Rural versus informal settlement comparison is not given. Rural areas are not described as better. Remember, we can take your GMAT exam for you, remotely and undetected, and with 85% score guaranteed, no fails, no upfront fees, no deposit, pay only after results. Message us via number in bio to schedule your session. Next question. In a study of jury decision-making, researchers found that juries instructed to deliberate until reaching a unanimous verdict spent more time discussing the evidence and considered a wider range of interpretations than juries required only to reach a majority decision. Therefore, requiring unanimity leads to more thorough deliberation and better outcomes. Which of the following, if true, would most weaken this conclusion? Is it A, in some jurisdictions, unanimous verdicts are constitutionally required for criminal cases? Or B, juries that deliberate longer may become fatigued and make poorer decisions as a result? C, majority rule juries in the study reached decisions more quickly than unanimous juries? Or D, the quality of a jury's deliberation is difficult to measure objectively? The answer is B. Longer deliberation from unanimity may cause fatigue and worse decisions, directly weakening better outcomes claimed despite more thorough discussion. Constitutional requirement irrelevant. Speed is fact, not weakness. Measurement difficulty weakens both sides equally. Next question. The popular online retailer has been criticized for the working conditions in its fulfillment centers, where employees reportedly face intense productivity pressures and limited breaks. In response, the company announced that it would raise minimum wages for all warehouse workers and provide more predictable scheduling. However, labor advocates argue that these changes do not address the underlying issue of excessive monitoring and unrealistic productivity quotas. The labor advocates' response suggests that they believe the company's announced changes are: Is it A, genuine attempt to improve working conditions? Or B, insufficient because they failed to address core problems? C, likely to be reversed once media attention subsides? Or D, more generous than what other retailers provide? The answer is B. Advocates say wage/scheduling changes miss excessive monitoring/quotas core issues, meaning changes are insufficient/inadequate to fix root problems. Genuine attempt possible but not view. Reversal speculative. Comparison to others not stated. Next question. Believed to be one of the first widely read female authors, Christine de Pizan's masterwork was written in 1405. Which revision clarifies the modifier? Is it A, believed to be one of the first widely read female authors? Or B, written by one of the first widely read female authors? C, one of the first widely read female authors, as some believe? Or D. Believed by some as one of the first works by a female author? The answer is C. The original modifier, believed to be, incorrectly modifies Christine de Pizan's masterwork, implying the book is the author. The best fix places Christine as the subject, one of the first authors, as some believe, clearly modifies her. Written by shifts focus incorrectly. Believed by some as one of the first works misidentifies the subject. Next question. A recent study followed two groups of adults over a 10-year period. One group consumed a daily serving of nuts, while the other group avoided nuts entirely. At the end of the study, the nut-consuming group had a 20% lower rate of cardiovascular disease. The study's authors conclude that regular nut consumption reduces the risk of heart disease. Which of the following, if true, would most seriously undermine this conclusion? Is it A, the nut-consuming group also exercised more regularly and ate more fruits and vegetables than the non-nut group? Or B, the study participants were all over the age of 50 at the start of the study? C, the non-nut group reported higher stress levels throughout the study period? Or D, the nut-consuming group had better access to healthcare during the study period? The answer is A. Confounding variable. Exercise diet explains lower CVD in nut group, correlation not causation. Age/stress/healthcare are possible confounders, but diet/exercise directly related to outcome. Next question. In order to better differentiate its product from generic brands, the cereal company first hired a marketing firm and then retools its factory to produce a variety of new shapes. Which choice best corrects the underlined portion? Is it A, then retools its factory to produce? Or B, retools its factory to produce? C, then retooled its factory to produce? Or D, then will retool its factory to produce? The answer is C. The sentence uses past tense, hired, for the first action, so parallel structure requires past tense, retooled, for the second sequential action. Present tense retools breaks tense consistency. Future will retool implies later action not matching sequence. Removing then loses the clear sequence marker. That's it for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Tell us how many you scored out of 6 in the comments, and let me know what topic I should post next. Bye.